Welcome to Infinite Warfare DLC 5, unofficially. This is Water Park, created by Danny and a massive crew. This is literally Infinite Warfare zombies within Black Ops 3, giving us Spaceland 2.0 with a full Easter egg, boss fight, and much more. So let's jump right in. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, practically IW Zombies DLC 5. This is easily one of the top 10 best custom zombies maps ever released, and as you see in the video, you will see why. Straight here in the spawn room, as you can see, just the colors, the vibrancy of the map, it is insane. It is really hard to believe that this is Black Ops 3 that we're playing and just not straight up Infinite Warfare. But in the spawn room, we've got a load of parts for the power switch, and that's very important. So now opening up to the map, and this map is just, look how beautiful this is. Like, no saturation added. This is just pure, colorful, beautiful zombies map at its finest. So around the map, there are a ton of things that we're going to be getting throughout the video. The first is these crystals. We're going to need 4 of them because there's teleporters around the map, basically like Spaceland. But in order to use them, we're going to need to find 4 different elemental crystals. But this map really feels like it's just alive, you know? It really does feel like Spaceland 2.0, which is a great thing. So you may have seen me play this map about a year or so ago, but now the map is fully finished and out, and the final product is just absolutely amazing. So if we go down here, we've got the magic wheel from IW Zombies, so I'm going to hit that and see what we're going to be getting. Hopefully we get niced by this. Come on, an Oni. Not what I was looking for. But the first port of call is we're going to need to get the power on for the map. And that's quite expensive. Like the debris around the map are pretty expensive. But if we go into Journey into Space here, we've just got all these Spaceland vibes with an arcade within like an icicle. It's so, so cool. And you'll notice throughout the map that there are just a ton of like sound effects playing around as well, from many different games that you recognize, like Cuphead's playing there. We've got Willard Wyler, of course, talking in the background at times. We've also got Bioshock references as well, which is, I mean, anything that references Bioshock, I'm happy with. And also around the map, there's also a free side Easter egg to get a free perk. We're going to leave that till a little bit later because the map has a 5 perk limit. So we want to try and get our 5 perks and then see if we can get a 6 with that. And now this is like the main sort of area of the map, the beach section here. So here we have the power, so we can go ahead and craft it. But this gives you like heavy Attack of the Radioactive Thing vibes here with this beach. Like, just, this is like a love letter to everything Infinite Warfare. Then you've also got the biodome there. Like, this map is just so beautifully designed, as you will see. We also got another crystal right here. We've got a green one, so we'll pick that up. Yeah, but now what we need to do is work on getting the rest of this map open. Now we've got the power on, but we also need to start the Easter egg. There are 2 sort of steps intertwined within one another. There, we've got another crystal here. We've got the red one. Oh my god. Instead of dogs, of course, as this is RW Zombies, easily the creepiest dog round in all of zombies. This came at a time when clowns were like going super viral for just scaring people. RW were ahead of the curve. They really, really were. Oh lord. Oh god. This is the boss of the map. You guys remember these from Attack of the Radioactive Thing? Oh! Dude, go away. Oh my god. No! I was literally trying to buy the gun that I wanted off the wall. Jakey being my absolute savior. Oh lord. If this map doesn't mess about, if you don't pay attention, you're doomed. But here we go. This gun, I'm telling you now, boys, if you play this map, this is the gun to get. The VPR. It is insane. There's also a drop in the game which temporarily pack-a-punches your gun. And that's something we've not seen before. Like, you think it's a permanent pack-a-punch, but it's only for about 30 seconds or so. But it's still really cool to have. I'm going to open this debris here. And this is where the main part of the map goes down, because we've got this here, which takes us to Pack-a-Punch. And we also need to find Neil's head. So the first part of the Easter egg is that we need to find valves and spin them. And I think there was like one in here that Jakey might have already done. But there's also clipboards around the map that all relate to 3 computers. So if we go over here, we've got this one here. This is for blue. We saw that clipboard was 5. So we're going to set that code to 5. And there we go. That's done. Now there's one of these machines at spawn. And look at that. Just there by the mystery box, there's another clipboard for 9. So let's go back and sort that out. 8, 9. There we go. And then there's just one more computer. And we don't need to know what the piece of paper is. We can just scroll through the numbers and brute force it. On top of what we were just doing, there's also a load of valves around the map. So we just got to spin them, and then they're locked in place. And again, it's the sort of thing that it's such a small detail you would never notice it, but it's obvious when you know. Especially when in past zombies games, there's always been some sort of valve step at some point. Chilling right there. This map is so big. It's kind of crazy. So making our way up here to this other side of the map where we've got a bunch of perks, and there is the last valve and the last crystal right there. Somewhere far back in the map, there is like a rubber dinghy that has the code for this on it, but we can just literally brute force it. And there we go. Something has opened on the map with that code. So those 4 valves we just turned off these here that we can actually go towards the teleporter pad to then link it. So press that button, and then somewhere around the map, there is a button on the wall that will let us go to Pack-a-Punch. And it's a pretty sweet Pack-a-Punch area. And right here is a button to link the core together. And oh, don't prone at it. Oh, I need 100 more points. There we go. All right. So I think the first step is we need to go to the Pack-a-Punch because we need to get Neil's head. And it costs money to use a teleporter. Probably the only zombies map that does that, I think. And oh, yo, before we even get to Pack-a-Punch, I'm on like a random highway. Oh, we both are. That's pretty cool. And here is the Pack-a-Punch. So if we go up to here, it says this teleport requires a crystal. So place all of the crystals in. And there we go. We should now be able to use the main teleporters around the map. There's Neil's head. So we'll pick up Neil's head. Right here, there is a bomb on a plinth that we can't pick up just yet. I think we need to start the Easter egg and then we'll be able to pick that up a little bit later. But around the map, there's all these apothecary ghosts that are just watching over this water park, which is pretty freaky. All right, now we're back. We need to go ahead and pop the head on Neil, give him a little chat, and he tells us to retrieve the red battery. Now that's such an ominous Easter egg step because he's not told us exactly how to do it. Like if I talk to him, what does he say? Every locked door has a key. Sometimes the key is to remove the lock by force. So there is somewhere around the map that we need to open. So we need to come over to here, and on this door we can knock. And you can hear a very familiar voice behind it. But in order to actually get there, we need to blow up the door. And that's where that bomb comes in that we saw in the Pack-a-Punch. Okay, let's see. Can we pick this up? Yes, we can. There we go. There is the bomb. So now with that dynamite, we'll go back to the door and let's see if our friend finally wants to say hello. So there you go. The TNT's there. And there is David Hasselhoff from Spacelands. Let's talk to him. He says, thanks. Say, where are your friends? Thanks. Stay close to me, otherwise you'll take damage to the beach. So now we have to escort David Hasselhoff around the entire map while he walks incredibly slowly, and we have infinite spawning zombies. And he's constantly quoting random stuff the entire time. Now, this to me feels like such an IW step. Like, this is just so bizarre, man. Just said this is not as easy as it looks. Dude, are you serious, bro? You are literally walking so slow, bro. Bro can easily just walk or run. But no, he's crab walk sneaking. It's the fact that there's also quotes from saying walk slow, can't complain. Like, the map makers are massive trolls for this step. So where these zombies are spawning, this is literally where he needs to go. But he takes the long way around this beach as well. Come on, Hasselhoff. Finally, there we go. I think we might have done it. He's walking out into the ocean. We made it to the beach. I'll swim out there and grab the battery just for you. Yes, please. And there we go. Look at it. It's coming on a surfboard. Let's go. All right. So there's the red battery that Neil wanted. Let's keep a zombie. All right. Just before, I'm going to buy quickies because very important perk to have. Okay. But now we've got that red battery. We need to go to this main teleporter here and we insert it. And that is done. That is the first step properly done. And now we go talk to Neil and he's going to give us a challenge to do. So he wants us to get kills while in water. I mean, that's easy enough. We can do that. Whilst we're still getting that challenge done, we have found the final crystal. Just chilling there. So now with all the crystals put into the Pack-a-Punch, we'll now be able to use all these fast travel teleporters around the map, which is pretty cool. All right, challenge should be done. There we go. So now we've finally done that. Let's go over to Neil, and he's given us a coin. And if you remember that from Spaceland, you put these in the souvenir machines, and you can get something cool. And we're going to be guaranteed something really cool. But let's go ahead and talk to Neil again. And let's see what our next thing is. So retrieve the green battery. And he's now also given us a drop of some sunglasses. If you remember these from Spaceland, it makes your game black and white. But in this map, oh, hell no, we ain't got black and white. It's just a little bit more yellow. If we come over to the spawn room area, you can see that there is a code that's written in graffiti that if we take the sunglasses off, it's just gone. We put it back on, we can see we've got these arrows. We've got right, left, left, down, down. So if we go and talk to Neil, now we know that information. He says, why not enjoy yourself? Try out some of our brand new retro games. Now that's obviously going to reference the arcade over here where there are 3 arcade machines for us to play. If we think about what we just looked at with 3 machines, we've got one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle. They could correlate to the arrows that we got. So if we do right, left, left, then down, down, you can see that worked. And this is just now spawned behind us that we can now pick up. And there we have a green battery. You use logic and think about it. It's actually so simple. And I love Easter eggs that just give you little hints, but are not too like overly obvious. But there we go. So now we place that in there. And now we're going to go talk to Neil and we should get another challenge. Get grenade kills on round 15. Are you feeling okay, Neil? Yeah. All right. We're going to need to train. To do this on round 15 as well. That's crazy, man. We've not had a challenge this brutally hard before. It's not even killing. It's just making crawlers. Although Neil's already filled up pretty far though of what you've managed to do.
Yeah, that's 1 kill.
Oh, it's done.
Done.
What? Okay. I take back everything. Oh my God. That was insane. So if we go over to Neil, he is happy and he's given us another coin. So let's go ahead and place that down in the souvenir machine. And this makes it happen in every single machine around the map. But let's see what Neil wants now. So let's go ahead and talk to him. And it now says retrieve the blue battery. Now, if we go over and talk to Neil and get a hint on what this is, now we get a clue. I have a deep respect for lighthouse keepers. They are a beacon of hope to obsolete technology everywhere. Now, that's just very obscure. But in the last game, we realized pretty quickly on that it referenced a lighthouse. So we're going to look around the map and try and find a lighthouse. And the place on the map that has one, that's pretty obvious, is on the beach. So let's make our way over there. Now, if we look up at the lighthouse, you can see that there is an X. Normally, X marks the spot. So if we shoot that, you can see there is now a light that's shining somewhere on the map. And what that light is basically telling us to do is we need to go ahead and go over to where that is. Now, it's not entirely obvious. Go ahead and buy my racing stripes just so I can run a bit quicker. It's actually pointing to around here. And right by this souvenir machine, there is this box. And if we melee it, we get a key. We can pick that key up. And now we need to use it somewhere. You might have already noticed in this video at some part in the map. But right here, there is a cage that contains the blue battery with a skeleton body that is just around it. So if we go up to it, press to use key. All players must be present for this. We place that in. And now we are in a lockdown. You can see we cannot leave, which is pretty cool. And we got a bunch of skeleton zombies that we got to take out. Got some very suitable music playing as we're killing skeletons. Pirate music. All right, and that is done. And the cage is open. And there is the blue battery. Neil's filled up with that little circle there. He's happy. Now we've got the battery. We go up and insert that. And we see what Neil wants next from the challenge. And it is simply get kills. I assume that's going to be a heck of a lot of kills. So whilst we get kills, let's also get the free perk. So as you see here, we've got a little bomb stoppers here. Hold to acquire ingredient for a free perk. So pick that up an atom there. And the third one was over by where David Hasselhoff was and picked that up. And there we go. There's a free perk. Such a cool little Easter egg. So, oh no, I got trailblazers. We both got shafted there. Oh my God. Now we've got all the coins. We'll place it inside of here. You'll see that the next step, it says press to fill zapper with coolant. Okay. If we go over and talk to Neil, he'll also tell us that we need to collect that using a bucket. So we go and talk to him. You'll need a supply of highly radioactive coolant. The lake water has an acceptable composition. It means we've got to go back to the beach, and with the buckets, we need to go and take them over one of these machines. But there is a twist. This step is really cool because it's reminiscent of some other custom zombies maps where we go over here to fill up our bucket. But the longer you move around the map, the quicker the radioactiveness of this is going to go crazy. So you need to go into a pool of water to calm it down and continue to run along until you can make your way to one of these machines. So we fill this up with coolant. And then we get an option here to claim our prize. And there we go. We got one of the pistols from Spaceland, the face melter. Just like that. And there are 4 machines. So if you strategically work exactly how to get them, you can go all around the map and get all of these done. So Jakey's also doing it right now, the same sort of position as me. But as you can hear the like hissing sound on the screen, you'll see that your character will actually start lighting up on fire, which is pretty, look, you just saw it there, which is pretty crazy. You go over to another machine, fill it with coolant, and then you can get another wonder weapon. And there we go. He's got the Discord, the one that makes the zombies break dance, which is crazy. But Neil's next challenge is retrieve the yellow battery. And there is literally 0 hints from Neil on how this is done. This is a really, really cheeky step. But if you come over here to this part of the arcade, at the bottom of the slide, at the top there, lodged is this battery. So if we shoot it with the wonder weapon, the battery now falls down. And that's all you needed to do. It's crazy. He literally will not give you any hints. And then after that, we run up to the top of this hill where Quickies is. And all we need to do is take a trip down on this slide and then pick it up on the way. And there we go. So now, just like the rest of the batteries, we just go ahead and pop this in here. And now we have all of these lit up. And it will now say power levels low. And this becomes a massive, massive soul box, all right? There's also going to be a bunch of big bosses that are going to spawn as well. So we've got to be on our wits in order to make sure that we get this. And we're on to round 20 as well. There's another boss on the map, the Brute from Zombies in Spaceland. It is an absolute terror on this version of IW Zombies. It's what this really does feel like. So we've got to be extra careful just in case it spawns. Oh, Lord. Here he is. Oh, we got, whoa, a Krogzilla. I'm just going to grab that nuke. Oh, here we go. No, we got him. Oh, and he's got the laser. Oh. You're the sound effects from like Ascension. Another thing. Oh my God. It's absolutely frightening. Take off your helmet. Take off your helmet, bro. Okay, he has. So let's go, 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 go. There we go. If you're not careful, that will honestly end your game. If that laser hits you, you immediately go down. It's horrible. Is Neil feeling all right on this sort of round to suddenly try and get melee kills? You'll notice at this point, I've not used my wonder weapon, and it's not because it's not good. It is. Like, remember, you shoot at zombies, they fly up just like they did in Zombies in Spaceland, but it doesn't seem to affect more than one zombie at a time. Like I remember in Spaceland, when you rock it like that, it will kill zombies that are near that zombie and underneath it, but it doesn't seem to be doing quite the same effect. This thing is no joke. It needs so many zombies. Holy moly. All right, gentlemen, here we go. Boss fight time. Hold to proceed. All players must be here, and we're back on the beach. And as you can see, we are locked in, but look who's come to join the party. The attack of the radioactive thing. So we are locked in the beach with infinite spawning zombies and an attack of the radioactive thing, which at first doesn't shoot us, but there's no like clear way to kill him. Like there's no hit markers, nothing like that. So the way this mechanic works is we need to put on the shades. The moment we put them on, you can see there is 5 sort of areas that the boss needs to be shot at. And I think that's such a cool mechanic because we played this and we were in here for about 15 minutes and we had no idea. We just had zombies spawning around us infinitely. We were like, what the heck do we do? So yeah, once we get rid of all of these weak points, we'll move on to the next phase of the boss. But if a zombie hits you, you no longer have the shades on. So you've got to be extremely careful. Oh, he's making like an acid pool. We don't want that. Get away, get away, get away. But I think if we put the shades back on, no, not yet. Still got another phase to go. But the reason why we've been using this gun for the entire video is the fact that you can buy ammo for it off the wall here. And in a boss fight, you need to have a reliable gun with ammo to buy. Oh, he's targeting me. Go away. But to see this boss, which is easily one of the most technically advanced bosses in terms of scale in any Call of Duty game ever, to see it in Black Ops 3 so like effortlessly, kudos to the fact that just a small team of people, Danny and his crew, were able to even do this. Let's put our sunnies back on. We can see we have more areas to shoot, and with this gun, it's an absolute breeze. Absolute breeze. Right, we've only got one more. Damn, Jakey, you've been killing it. Right, his leg. So let's go ahead and shoot that. And we now move on to the final phase where instead of a laser attack, I'm going to be like making pools of red flame around the map. So we got to be super careful. And he has like a slam attack as well. There's the fire. Boss fight arena. I think this is great as well because it's such a like tight area as well. You've got to constantly be on your be on your wit. Otherwise, you could very easily go down. We also don't have a shield, by the way. We somehow cannot find the final part for the shield for the life of us. Okay, oh my god, now he's launching up meteors? Oh, bro. And you can see where they're going to be dropped by the red spots on the map there. And the fact we have Frankie Goes to Hollywood playing in the background as well. I'm trying to keep talking so that YouTube doesn't demonetize us for the copyrighted music. But it's incredible that it was featured nonetheless. All right, final weak points here. Take one there. One in this left leg. I like how this is quite a simple boss. There we go. I think we might be done. Oh, I'm red. I'm red. Don't go down now. Okay, he's got one more on his leg. One more. Here we go. There we go. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? I think we've done it, boys. I think we've done it. Oh, he just vaporizes. We get given a perkaholic, baby. Look at that. Sweet, beautiful perks. How many perks have we got there? 4, 8... We've got 11 perks. I'm feeling mighty powerful. But that, my friends, includes the Easter egg for Water Park. Without doubt, the closest thing that we'll ever see to an IW DLC 5 zombies. And I genuinely think this is something that Treyarch and Infinity Ward devs that worked on the IW would look at and be amazed. It is incredible what Danny and the crew were able to do with this. 4 years in the making for this map. It turned out absolutely fantastic. And what an amazing zombies map to play as well. Let me know what you guys think of this down below in the comments. And be sure to drop that thumbs up and subscribe for more zombies goodness.